Find the product. Find the product. Find the quotient. Find the quotient. Find the quotient. Here are today's learning targets. Build models to show fractions. Write fractions represented by a model. Show what you know about halves, thirds, and fourths. Move each shape to the correct bin. You can also divide shapes in other ways. A shape that is divided into 6 equal parts shows sixths. A shape that is divided into 8 equal parts shows eighths. Decide if each shape shows sixths or eighths. Then move it to the correct bin. This shape is divided into 6 equal parts, so it shows sixths. Move the shape to this bin. Three friends want to share a pizza equally. What should the pizza be divided in? The pizza is divided into thirds. That means one slice is 1/3 of the pizza. 1/3 is called a fraction. A fraction describes equal parts of a whole. You can write 1/3 in number form as 1/3. The 3 means the whole is divided into 3 equal parts, or thirds. The 1 means you are describing one of those thirds. Each person gets one of the 3 slices of pizza, or 1/3 of the whole pizza. 6 friends want to share a pizza equally. What should the pizza be divided into? Now the pizza is divided into sixths. Each person gets 1/6 of the whole pizza. Write 1/6 in number form. You got it! What fraction of the shape is shaded? Write 1/4 in number form. Well done! What fraction of the shape is shaded? One half. Write 1/2 in number form. Nice work! What fraction of the shape is shaded? Write 1/8 in number form. That's right. Build a model that shows 1/3. First, choose the model that shows thirds. Now shade the model to show 1/3. Tap each part you need to shade. Way to go! You built a model that shows 1/3. Build a model that shows 1/6. First, choose the model that shows sixths. Now, shade the model to show 1/6. Good! You built a model that shows 1/6. Build a model that shows 1/8. First, choose the model that shows eighths. Now, shade the model to show 1/8. Great work! You built a model that shows 1/8. The fractions you have been working with are called unit fractions. A unit fraction describes one equal part of a whole. You can combine unit fractions to build greater fractions. Let's try it. Max eats 3 slices of pizza for dinner. The pizza is divided into eighths. What fraction of the whole pizza does Max eat? That's right. Max eats 3/8 of the pizza. You can write 3/8 as 3/8. What does the 8 in 3/8 tell you? What does the 3 in 3/8 tell you? That's it. 3/8 describes 3 parts of a whole that is divided into 8 equal parts. Let's take a closer look at what makes up a fraction. In any fraction, the denominator tells how many equal parts are in the whole. The numerator tells how many equal parts are being described. What? Write 3/4 in number form. The whole is divided into fourths, but check your numerator. The numerator should tell how many fourths are shaded. You got it. The numerator is 3 and the denominator is 4. What fraction of the shape is shaded? Write 4/6 in number form. Well done. The numerator is 4 and the denominator is 6. What fraction of the shape is shaded? Write 2/2 in number form. Nice. When two halves are shaded, the whole shape is shaded. 2 halves is equal to 1 whole. Build a model that shows 5/8. First, choose the model that shows 8s. Now, shade the model to show 5/8. Good job! You built a model that shows 5/8. Build a model that shows 2/3. First, choose the model that shows thirds. Now, shade the model to show 2/3. Great work! You built a model that shows 2/3. Build a model that shows 4/4. First, choose the model that shows fourths. Now, shade the model to show 4/4. That's it! When 4/4 are shaded, the whole shape is shaded. 4/4 is equal to 1 whole. Build a model that shows 4/4. First, choose the model that shows. Now, shade the model to show 4/4. Let's review what you learned today. You built models to show fractions. Shade the model to show 5/6. Tap each. You wrote fractions represented by a model. Write 5/6 in number form.
What fraction of the shape is shaded? Write 1/2 in number form. What fraction of the shape is shaded? Write 2/8 in number form. Build a model that shows 1/3. Which model shows thirds? Shade the model to show 1/3. Tap each part you need to shade. Build a model that shows 3/6. Which model shows sixths? Shade the model to show 3/6. Here are today's learning targets. Divide shapes into equal parts. Shade models to show fractions. Write fractions represented by a model. Milo is making a quilt out of fabric squares. He wants each square in his quilt to be divided into equal parts. Choose all the squares that are divided into equal parts. Good job! These squares are not divided into equal parts. The parts of this square are not all the same size. This square also has different sized parts. When a shape has different sized parts, the shape is not divided equally. These squares are divided into equal parts. The parts of this square are all the same size. This square also has same-sized parts. When a shape has parts that are all the same size, the shape is divided equally. Let's try dividing shapes into equal parts. Divide the square into halves. You can tap these buttons to add a line. Then, drag the line to move it. You can tap these buttons to remove a line. Now, the square is divided into halves. One part is shaded for you. What fraction of the square is shaded?